reviewing this mini projector by Aubor Mentech.
This is a paid sponsored video.
This is a mini projector that has a built-in battery. It comes in two colors, the gray and the white. And with this one, you can go out into the woods and have a charged battery and hopefully be able to play a full movie. Right. Something, instruction manual, swabs. This is the iron gray projector. On the backside, you have a place for your power cable. You have a USB slot. Looks like you have a headphone or line out jack right there. HDMI. Looks like some other kind of power thing right there. This is your battery and your base. This is what you will be charging and will connect to this thing down here. This is a little power cord that goes from the battery base into the projector. Here is a remote control. Here is a power cable. This is really easy to transport, it looks like. This says that it is a 4K 1080 projector. This says it is 270 degrees rotatable. This also has autofocus, auto keystoning. You can send stuff wirelessly through your phone. Also connect by HDMI. You can connect by USB. It connects magnetically. Watch. And that is a magnetic connection right there. I do not see a way to connect this to a tripod. This does not come with batteries. You will need two AAA batteries. That bottom section right there is a battery with the power button for charging. Then you've got a power button up here. You got an HDMI, you got a line out right there. You got a USB input there, and then a place for you to plug in an actual plug. You see this thing is on. I now have it plugged in directly to a power outlet. Got my remote right here, which we'll use to make some corrections here. This does not come with this projector screen. You can play this against a wall or a sheet or something like this. But anyway, as you can see, it's fully charged down there because of the green lights. And also this does have sound in it, and there are speakers in the back. The speakers are not amazing. So if you look, this will rotate. It can rotate onto the ceiling, so you can play it on the ceiling up there if you want. You can rotate it down. This rotation is in grooves. So if you see, whenever you turn it, it actually like locks in these little grooves. Sometimes it's hard to get the exact angle that you want. It's not that big of a deal. You could just like stand this on some books or set this off of the battery or something like that, because this does separate from the battery like pretty easily. It's not changing the auto keystoning. Oh, there it goes. I've used this projector for about a week now. The first thing that I really like about that is the keystoning and the 4-point correction. But before I get into that too much, I want to show you what I like here is that it comes with all these preloaded apps. So you've got YouTube, Prime Video, Google Play Store. I don't know why you have a few Netflix apps here. So the most important thing to do with this projector is to continue to upgrade the software on it so that you have the most upgraded apps on here. I said Prime Video already. Look, it has two of those. It's got this WPS projector. Not sure what that is. You know that YouTube's gonna work. It's got two of those. Looks like it's got Disney over there. Now this is a Bluetooth remote control right here. Your first time that you use it, you gotta point it right at the projector, but then it connects. Another thing that I really love about this projector is that the projector itself can connect to a Bluetooth speaker. It can line directly into a speaker too. Go down here to settings, we go to the projector here, and it's gonna give us some settings. We've got zoom right here. Zoom, you can make it smaller, like that. You make it larger. Then we've got manual focusing, so you can change your focus mode here. There's looking pretty good. You can focus where you're right in the middle of watching something as well. It's got this auto trapezoid switch, which means if you change the angle, it will try to auto-correct that keystoning on the edges and the top and bottom as well. If you go up here to vertical correction, this will get you in a general place of where you need to be with your keystoning. Let's change this. This moves it up and down, gets me in a pretty general place for keystoning. You've got this 4-point correction, and that is my favorite thing about this, is that you can get this pretty much exactly where you want it once you get the angle right. So here, as you see, we've got this corner with these arrows. Now I can't go left anymore because that's grayed out, but if I went to the right, then I could go to the left. But check this out. I can bring that in some, and I can bring that down. So I got the corner right there. 4 points over there. I'm gonna bring that down as much as I can. Let's see, we'll just go right there. I just spent about 10 minutes adjusting this projector, and I had to do it off camera because it was taking longer than I thought it would. It's on a table, and I had to set it up on a couple of boxes. But I've been able to fill up this projector screen. It's a matter of just like trial and error, like just adjusting the keystoning, adjusting the 4-point correction, also adjusting your screen and the distance from your projector to the screen. I prefer to use this projector with the Roku rather than going through the apps. I've got the Roku plugged in now to the HDMI port. I'm going to choose HDMI. Now I'm on my Roku. Just go to YouTube. I'm just going to use studio mode right here. All right, and we're going to... And also you heard the sound right there from the projector. That is actually the sound coming from the projector itself. Okay, this right here, we're going to play some abstract stuff. There's no sound on this. Just know that the sound quality is not amazing. I would hook it up to an external speaker if I were you. This right here is just some abstract stuff, which is pretty cool. I like seeing this. But let me show you some things that you can adjust while you're in this mode. You're gonna see this picture and sound quality if you hit the hamburger menu on your remote. We can go to the picture mode and we can go to the display mode. We can change that to 4:3. I don't know who watches anything in 4:3 anymore. We're gonna go back to our 16:9 screen, which is what we actually want. All right, there we go. Not PowerPoint, panorama, person zoom. I didn't even know you could do all this, but that's interesting. We're just gonna keep it at 16:9 right there. Go to picture mode. This is the user setting. This is a setting that I chose based on my knowledge of images. I like to be able to see all the colors, and using some of these other modes, like the standard mode, it looks more vibrant, but when you get into standard shows, you actually lose some detail in the colors in standard mode, especially with vivid, and even in soft, you kind of lose it. So this user mode, while it is a little more flat, you know, for something like this, I might go vivid or might go standard because you get a little more contrast in the colors, but when you're watching an actual show, you're gonna want to adjust this yourself. You see brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness. So that is a picture mode right there. The sound gives you like different sound modes that you can adjust. You can adjust the bass. We like to turn the bass up, but we turned everything up here. So that is our user sound mode, but you've got these different modes that you can choose as well. This projector is a lot of fun. I love it because it has this battery that you can use. It's pretty cool. We've been using it for about 30-45 minutes actually creating this video right here. So I've kept it on battery the whole time, although usually use it while it's plugged in, but it was cool to see that this battery worked so well.